Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Thierry Henry episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan. Sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I had quite the morning, and now that I'm saying, I also had a difficult time saying Thierry Henry a few times, and I think it's very ironic considering he was part of the 1998 France World Cup team that beat the 1998 Brazil World Cup team in the final in Petty. And I'm wearing my new 1998 Brazil team, so I guess that was a horrible pick by me.
I was about to say, why would you pick the guy on the other team that beat Brazil with literally the jersey?
My mind's on soccer.
Oh, okay.
And I looked up the best soccer player that's worn number 14, and it was Thierry Henry.
And you know who that is?
Yes.
I've never heard of Thierry Henry. The only Thierry I know is Mugler, and it's the old perfume that I used to wear, Angel. By
Mugler?
Terry Mugler. Yeah, it's like the same Terry, like Terry. But I used to think it was Theory, but whatever.
Then you became cultured.
And honestly, right until this moment, I think is probably one of the moments that.
But you're a French girly.
No, 100%. I say croissant, so I say croissant, macaron, bonjour, oui oui. And then I've watched Emily in Paris. I haven't finished it. I have one episode to go, but I'm practically French.
Right.
So.
You've been to the Louvre.
Yeah. We French kissed.
Makes us French.
So therefore I am France. So you just have to add ugly vocalisms to your words.
What do you mean?
I guess I shouldn't say ugly because that's rude, but.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah, harsh. You have to be gross with it. Yeah.
Gross is another mean term.
Yeah, well, you have to be I guess harsh with it. Whatever, fine. That's a better word. Yeah, because that croissant, you know. It's that oui oui. Oui oui. I like oui oui better than oui oui. You know?
Right.
Not that I know literally any French.
I barely know English.
Yeah, me too. I barely know how to speak English. So, as you know. But yes. Thierry Henry, a very interesting choice by you, very backward choice by you. But hey, game respects game over here, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And if the guy that wears that number or the woman that wears that number is opposite of the team that you like, you just got to take it.
That'd be crazy, though, the fact that you picked that. And, I guess, we should talk about the fact that you're wearing your brand new 1998 jersey. A jersey that's almost as old as me.
Literally. I was 4 years old when this jersey came out.
I was only, 2. I was probably even under 2. I was such a little baby.
You got that jacket in the same day?
I got this jacket in the same day. It honestly, it looks very vintage. It's the USA soccer bomber from 2025.
Classic football. This is where we both got our stuff. It's a sick store. They have one on Canal Street in New York, but their OG store is in Manchester, England, and they have a couple more sprinkled out throughout the world. They actually have a really cool YouTube series where soccer players will come in and shop the OG store in Manchester. So I've gone down that rabbit hole before, but yeah, I love jerseys. Obviously, I love soccer jerseys. Obviously, but my soccer jersey obsession is going to new heights.
It truly is. It's at new heights.
On my laptop right now, I have multiple tabs open. I think
what
different soccer jerseys. I think I might be committed to doing a collection of as many of the 1998 jerseys as I can do. like going from like 6 to 11.
Why do you want 1998 though? Like, why can't you do something like?
Because I think it's the coolest Brazil jersey.
Oh, I understand. So you just want to get all of the 1998 Brazil jerseys,
Kinda.
or all the 1998 like soccer jerseys?
No, just Brazil.
Okay. Interesting.
And people agree. Like people agree that this is the coolest Brazil one because like this is the kind that Nike re-released back at the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
But I was unable to get the re-release.
Understood.
But and all these tabs, I quickly realized on the Classic Football's website that they're not cheap.
They're not cheap, and like I'm not gonna like. I need to be so real with you. You have so many jerseys.
Okay,
like,
but then okay.
What?
I understand.
You have no. I'm not even joking. You have more jerseys than I probably have of like anything, and like the most things I probably have, if I could like think like of the most items that I have is maybe t-shirts or sweatshirts, I would say. And like you quadruple that. Like not like you like octuple that, if that's even the word. Like octuple or whatever that word is.
Yeah, no, I have a lot.
You have
I have a whole closet at my mom's house too.
Yeah, like you literally have your like entire little quadrant full of soccer jerseys or just jerseys in general. And then you have an entire like closet bigger than my arm length full.
Okay.
Like how many jerseys do you think you really have?
A lot.
100?
More.
It's okay to say you have a problem. The first step is admitting.
I do. Okay, then hear me out on my other jersey idea.
What was the first idea? To get more?
Collecting old expensive ones.
Okay.
If you hear that vibrating, please ignore my phone vibrating right now. Don't know what that's all about.
Maybe they're checking in for your eye appointment that you're finally
spam
making.
Oh, don't even get me started. That's stressing me out today too.
Why?
Because I set it for noon.
12:30 you said.
I set it for noon.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I didn't let you finish your sentence.
Yes. All the confirmation emails say noon, but then they call me back and they were like, "Hey, we don't have noon available. Can you do 12:30?" And I'm like, "Yes." And so it is at 12:30, but like even the confirmation text I got today still says noon.
Whatever, you go at 12:30. They said 12:30. Okay. It's fine.
Okay. Back to my other jersey idea. Instead of collecting old jerseys that are already expensive, I think I need to start collecting like new jerseys.
You already collected one. I'm right here.
That like.
Oh my God, you literally do love collecting jerseys.
I do.
Oh my God, I'm literally one of them.
Exactly. No, literally. It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Actually, like the stars are aligning.
That's why I've like argued with you in the past about moving to New Jersey. Not a take I currently am standing on right now, but in the past, I just love jerseys.
You love Jersey. You literally love Jersey. This is insane. But are you okay?
I don't know. Like, so let me finish the thought. Here's my other idea, because like one thing I'm noticing is that like the soccer jerseys that are most valuable or hardest to find are like classic jerseys of like classic players with their original club. Okay, so like I've been dying for like a Cristiano Ronaldo Sporting jersey, for example.
Okay. But that's like impossible, right?
Yeah, like the guy in the store said like that's I forget the word he used.
A white whale.
Yes, the white whale. It's like you'll never he's like, I've never seen one. I've been working here for however long. Like,
are white whales actually real too? Like, or do people just say like it's like a white whale?
It's a good question.
Thank you. People are asking. Anyway,
we'll circle back on that.
By people, I mean myself.
So all that being said, the Classic Football's website currently has a sale going on.
Oh no.
And I think I might buy a green and a white jersey.
Oh my.
Of the Palmeiras Endrick jersey.
Okay.
But like to collect.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Or I should get one of them probably, right?
I'm not agreeing with you on any of this. This is you have an issue. This is an addiction.
But it's like you like that's the way to figure out what's going to be valuable in the future. Like if Endrick ends up being like a player, especially if like wins a World Cup for Brazil, like these Palmeiras jerseys that are his original club, like his last jersey with
But don't you think that things are going to be easier to get now? Like they can just like remake them easier than like they used to be able to in the past?
No, because
Like why hasn't Sporting come out with more Cristiano Ronaldo jerseys?
they have, but the new ones aren't as valuable. It's like the soccer jerseys, like they every year they have a different design. That's what makes it so.
Yeah, but why can't they just like re-release those jerseys then?
They try, like they do it with like Nike re-released these ones, but like they only do it in a limited amount. They do it like exclusively.
Okay.
It's just a thing with like soccer jerseys. That's why soccer jerseys have become such a part of sports and fashion, is because the exclusivity of some of them.
Understood. I'm so new to this world still. Like I'm still just trying to understand like.
And so rather than spending $300 on like a Brazil jersey
Right.
from 1998, I can spend $98 and get an Endrick jersey from last year, in his last year with Palmeiras.
Right. But then you're storing it for all those years. So then how much is it really worth?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
I do. But let's
Listen,
say
I'll support your dreams because you support mine. How about that?
deal.
And you look fly while doing it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you?
I'm doing good, but I also feel like you also have news to be sharing, no?
I was going to try and get to your news first, or unless you're not sharing that.
I feel like my news I shouldn't be sharing at the moment.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. When due time.
In due time.
In due time. Yeah, I got a new job.
Oh, you're being like so weird, like anticlimactic, like whatever.
Woo!
You got a new job.
I got a new job.
You got that alpha.
That what?
Alpha.
Offer?
Yeah, the offer.
The offer letter?
Yeah, you got the offer letter.
Yeah, I got an offer letter to be for a new job, sales rep for Merck. Job I've been going after for a while now. So I've been in sales operations, need a sales job. So I've been chasing that. So we'll be staying in New York for the foreseeable future. We had ideas. Very excited. So we had ideas of, we talked about it on here. We've had ideas of moving elsewhere.
Yeah.
May or may not have come very close to that.
Yeah.
But cancel the movers.
Cancel the movers.
Cancel the car shipping.
Cancel the car shipping.
We are staying in New York. We are
staying.
anchored down here
We're anchored.
for years.
Yeah. Years.
And
Truly.
I couldn't be more excited.
Forever.
Could be forever.
Yeah, it could be forever.
Literally. We could literally be raising our children here.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm so happy for you. No one's more deserving to me of anything than you are. So, in all of the good ways, like none of the bad things, all of the good things. You are the most incredible human being. So I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. And obviously this is only until we get enough followers to where we can both just do this full time.
Oh, 100%. And we're racking it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But maybe we should start recording on a weekly basis first again.
Yeah, maybe we should get back in a good cadence.
Yes.
And
we have to. It's just been absolutely chaotic still. So
Yeah.
we're trying to find our rhythm and our schedule back.
but we are committed to it.
Yeah. And that's like, I have to say, like upon watching the Rachel Kirkconnell episode of Call Her Daddy last night with you, I have to say when people like her ex was saying to her like, you know, you're crying over this, like what's gonna happen like when real life comes, like what's gonna whatever. I have to tell you, like, I think that you and I have been through enough real life shit. I'm so fucking over it. I'm ready to be crying over fucking a bad meal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to have those tears stream down my face. I'm ready for those to be my problems,
Right.
you know? Like, let's fucking, like, give us a break, okay?
Right,
We
throw
need
us
a
a bone.
break. Throw me a damn bone, but we have each other, which is the best part about it all.
Right.
And what?
I got my bone with this job.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
So things are trending.
Yeah, we're
I can't
trending in the
complain.
right direction. No, we're definitely trending in the right direction. And who else is trending in the right direction are the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, because they are going to the Super Bowl, right?
They're going to the Super Bowl. To New Orleans. Again. Same teams as last year.
Same teams as last year.
Not the Kelsey Bowl this time, though, because obviously Jason Kelsey is no longer. He's retired. But yeah, they will be meeting in New Orleans in a couple of weeks.
For the 11th time, the Super Bowl will be in New Orleans, which is actually like extremely surprising to me because like I could tell you, I literally don't remember where any of the Super Bowls were, like literally besides last year. Like I cannot tell you besides when my sister worked it at MetLife and when you went to it in Arizona and then last year was in Las Vegas. Like I literally don't remember any other Super Bowl.
Really?
Like I know that there were Super Bowls, but like I don't remember any other teams. I don't remember like who the Chiefs played 3 years ago. Where they were. I don't know. You know, it's like one of those things.
Honestly, it's a thing that I should be better with too. All I know is that the Patriots. I'm not sure if they played it. They played in New Orleans in their first 3 Super Bowls. I don't know if anything after that was in New Orleans, but I know the first 3 Super Bowls were in New Orleans.
All I want to do is go to New Orleans. I want to eat gumbo so bad. Like that's all I want to try is gumbo. I just like don't understand. Like gumbo?
Yeah, gumbo. You're saying it right.
I just want to try it.
I just didn't know about this want and need for you.
I want to try gumbo so badly because I'm like, first of all, what an amazing thing to order. I'll have the gumbo, please. 1 gumbo. And in addition to the gumbo, I want to try the Cafe du Monde beignets. Like, I need to try a beignet because, like, what's better than, like, fried dough? Nothing. Like, literally nothing.
2 things.
What?
We should definitely do that. We should definitely go down to New Orleans and do that.
Yeah, my parents is like, New Orleans is, like, it's, like, an interesting time, they said.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
But, like, we can go to a game.
Pit stop.
We can go to a game. We can go to, like, a LSU game.
LSU. Oh, cute. Okay, let's
college game, like experience like a college football game.
Okay, let's do it.
Or we can go to
and I will be ordering gumbo.
Right.
That's all I want to order.
But they also have that other like the crawfish where they dump the
crawfish are a little freaky though. Are they in gumbo?
I don't know, but it's like the dish that they just toss in the middle of the table and you eat it. The boil.
Right? The baked crawfish.
Yeah, something like that. But I've seen that, and I kind of want it. I feel like that's another thing we need to do.
Yeah, like something like super messy and sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I won't be wearing this jersey.
No, 100%. You'd have to be wearing a bib
or my Endrick jerseys that I'm ordering.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'd be down to do that with you. I feel like I would just be scared. Like the crawfish freak me out because like I just don't know what a crawfish is. Like, it's like to me, it's like a baby between a shrimp and a lobster. But like, are they good? Probably.
Never.
I mean, people like them.
I'm new to seafood game. You know this.
They have Cajun stuff there, right? Cajun seasoning. Is that from New Orleans?
Yes, it is.
That's from Louisiana, right?
Yep.
Like, is Old Bay from there or something? Or is it just Cajun? Like, I love Cajun fries.
I love Cajun fries, too.
So, sign us up.
Can't
be anything bad there.
Although when I go to Five Guys, I get regular fries, not Cajun fries.
But Cajun fries are good because they're spicy. So, we're going to go to New Orleans. We're going to get the Cajun fries, the crawfish, bake, boil, gumbo, and the beignets.
Perfect.
Sign us up. We're on a food tour.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to an LSU game.
Yep.
Itinerary is planned.
Yep. One time, Ryan Brannigan went to an LSU game.
Yeah.
With his friends because they go to a different college football game every year.
Okay.
And he came back with a lady.
I'm sorry, what?
He fell in love while he was there.
He literally came back with her? Like,
no,
came on the flight back?
No, but she visited a few weeks later.
Okay, I love this.
And then, but like, they
goes to football, comes back with a lady. What, he goes to realize what?
They realized like her second day there that they just did not like each other. So like she just hung out with us for the rest of the weekend, and like we were just like on opposite sides of the room.
It sounds like crazy though, because like you went to Aruba and you came back with the love of your life.
True.
Like it's the same exact thing. Like maybe he was trying to find his Rachel, his Jersey.
Maybe.
You know, maybe he was finding inspiration in you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just an inspiration to people.
Some may say.
But the Chiefs and the Eagles are at it again. Who are you rooting for?
I haven't decided that. I'll have an answer for you by our episode next week when we have a full Super Bowl episode.
Okay, I'm rooting for the Eagles.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if you were. But
okay, you're cheering for the Eagles?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because Hannah's rooting for the Eagles, and like I don't know any other Chiefs fan. Like I know, like I'm ride or die with Hannah right now because like she's an Eagles fan. Who's a Chiefs fan? Like I don't know.
Titus is also an Eagles fan.
So exactly, go Birds. Sarah went to a game this year. Let's go. So, and like, plus it's like close to home. Like, Kansas City is not even in Kansas. It's in Missouri.
And it's where your dad got his new lease on life.
Exactly, in Philly. So it's like Philadelphia. So I'm here for we just made Philly cheesesteaks for the first time 2 weeks ago.
Oh, your
so,
first time.
Okay, well, my first time making Philly cheesesteaks, like literally ever. So I'm like, I think I'm all about Philly right now. Like I'm here for the brotherly love.
I know, but the Chiefs are going for a 3-peat.
And I don't really care. Like, that's the thing. Like, where was it? Because
Second bullet.
Oh, second. What was it like? Oh, that was not what I was about to say. That's very funny. I thought I wrote something down that I didn't. It was like one of those things that's like, once people start winning or whatever, it's like everyone wanted the Chiefs to win at first, and now like everyone like hates them because they just like keep winning and they want other people to win. But it just like that is just so fucking like, it's just like so us. You know what I mean?
So,
it's like
yeah.
win, but don't win too much. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, the Chiefs are like Chiefs. Oh my God. The Chiefs are like women in society, I feel, you know, where it's like win, but not too much. Don't take away right now in this moment, you know. But I'm also like not rooting for them. I am rooting for the Eagles, but you rooting for like the underdog, I guess, of sorts. But I don't really know what I'm saying right now. I can't even lie to you. Like, I feel like the coffee is like taking a detour to my brain. Like, I feel like it's starting and it's going straight to my heart and not to my brain, because like my heartbeat is at 5,000 beats per minute right now. My RPM is high.
That's all right. Yeah, people are saying that the Chiefs have the referees on their side. They've been saying this all year, that the Chiefs get favored by the referees a lot. And
oh yeah, is this going to be like the thing, like referee gate or something like that?
Exactly. So like it even took place in the AFC Championship game. There was a cute quarterback sneak by Josh Allen where he tried to sneak for the first down on 4th down, and the referee said he didn't get it.
But like, why would the refs care? Like, do they get paid more if they coach a Chiefs game?
No.
Or if they play
but they could be
whatever?
getting that order from the NFL so that history can be made.
But like, why the fuck would the NFL care?
Yeah, I don't think it's a real thing.
You don't think the refs are? Do Chiefs fans say that is a thing?
No.
So who's saying it? Other people?
Yeah, like everybody else. Like if you go on Twitter, like during the Chiefs Bills game,
yeah,
or like Portnoy, if you just go through Portnoy's Twitter, like because he put $1 million on the Bills.
I'm sorry.
He put $1 million on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. So like he was freaking out, and he was like saying how bad the referees were and stuff. But it's not just him; it's like a lot of people.
I'd have to get a Twitter account in order to look.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we have a Double Dose Twitter account.
Tweeter.
I
don't think I'm like not like a Twitter girl. I still don't understand it, but
really,
anyhow, yeah.
But yeah, so I don't think it's a thing, but regardless, the Chiefs beat the Bills. The Bills once again lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Is this what happened last year?
And the year before that.
Stop.
I think it's the 4th or 5th time that they've beat them in the playoffs.
Oh my God.
So Josh Allen cannot get past Patrick Mahomes.
It's sad.
And I used this analogy last year, but I think it makes a lot of sense to where like it's like a video game where like you just can't get past the level of a video game, and once you lose that level, you have to go all the way back to the beginning.
That is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I guess you just got to work harder somehow. I don't know how, but you got to.
Yeah, got to figure something out.
Whatever
you're doing is not completely working. And the Eagles-Commanders game, that was kind of a bit of a snoozer. The Eagles went bananas and just smoked them, so that was a little bit less entertaining from a from a mutual perspective.
Yeah, that was like absolutely insane, the Eagles game, because I was watching it. Like, obviously I watched the other game too, but like, no, watching the Eagles game, I was like, it was literally like 55 to like 23 or something like that. Something along those numbers, 50s to 20s. I'm like, this is like the most insane numbers I've ever seen. Like, but also like I do have to say, when they score more, like when people are making more touchdowns, like it is more fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's more entertaining. But it's more entertaining when both teams are scoring touchdowns, so the game's close, so it comes down to the wire.
I would say like I kind of like when it's like one team, like, because then it's like it's nice. It's like, wow, are they gonna do it again? You're like, they did it again, you know?
Yep.
So, but something fun is that the Chiefs are gonna wear white next in the Super Bowl, not next week, the week after, against the Eagles, which is a color that has delivered success in Super Bowl history. Over the course of 58 Super Bowls, 64% of the teams wearing white have gone on to win. That's actually insane. I wonder why.
I don't know.
It's like a funny like thing to. I always these freaking reporters at NFL, like, they bring out the most random statistics, but it's like I kind of like that one, but like it's just like absolutely, they're like people that tie their shoes whatever like this, like they win more. Like, what? I'm sorry, what are you saying? But This is interesting. 64% of the teams wearing white have gone on.
It's a great superstition. We can do a whole podcast on sports and superstitions.
Super Bowl superstitions.
People talking about it.
People are talking about it.
Do you like when teams wear their dark colors or their light colors more?
To be honest with you, like I'm always like, it's like funny because it's like I feel like it's one of those things that you expect me to be like what do I like the jerseys, all stuff, like what am I paying attention to? And like sometimes I'm like, oh, like the jerseys look nice. But like most of the time I'm just trying to understand what's going on in the game still. Like I'm still just trying to like zone in, and like I still can't listen to the people that are talking, the commentators. Like I'm trying.
That
and, like,
helps.
No, I understand, but like I'm trying to figure out what's going on still. Like they just fucking talk about shit all the time. It's like I can't dissect it into things that actually make sense, because it's like they just like are constantly talking during the game. And so it's like I can't, when am I supposed to be tuning in? When am I supposed to be tuning out? When am I supposed to be watching the game? When am I supposed to be not? Like I've talked about this with you before, but it's just like it's very confusing to me. So I'm trying to figure that out. Like I'm trying to like who's passing it to who's on offense, who's on defense. What are they doing wrong? Why is the flag on the field? You know what I mean? Like I'm still in my very early stages, and one moment, please.
Well, you should be watching.
I'm still in my early stages. Sorry, I need to take a sip of my coffee.
You should always be watching the game. There's no point when the game's going on where you shouldn't be watching the game.
The hell are you talking about?
You just said that you don't know when to be watching and when not to be watching.
No, like I don't know when to be watching, like what's going on, and when like to be like looking at the other things. Like, oh, he has cool cleats on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Trying to figure out my perfect balance.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
Like I still don't know what's going on. Like you're saying like he's offsides. He did this. I'm like, I didn't see it.
It's all right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see it, so can you explain to me what happened? And by the time that you're explaining it to me what happened, the other people are already in the end zone.
Right.
So, that's how I feel about football.
You feel about like that way about all sports or football specifically?
Football, I would definitely say football specifically. I mean, basketball is literally the easiest sport to follow for me. Like, It's so easy to listen to the way that you just said, okay, it's like, it was like a therapist way of saying okay. You're like, okay.
I do feel like it's a bit of a therapy session.
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand you.
Yeah.
To see how I can.
We never can.
Oh, God.
You never
That's not
can.
true.
But I'm a creature of my own.
Do you think football is the most confusing sport to understand?
As opposed to
basketball compared to basketball.
Like compared to basketball, football is more confusing.
What about compared to baseball?
Football's more confusing.
Soccer,
like I would say like we don't watch enough, but like I wouldn't say it's like as confusing. I just like didn't know that like soccer you put different positions on the field. Like I thought everyone just running around all the time.
That's an interesting thing, but all sports have specific positions.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. Like I thought that in soccer they're just running around all the time. Like I just thought that they're literally just free balling it. Like I didn't know that people like stand in certain places. You know what I mean? Like I thought you're just like constantly running up and down the field. Because when I played soccer up until the ripe age of the 3rd grade, you know, that's what I was doing. I was running up and down the field. I was twirling and
stuff.
I
got news for you. Your coach did give you a position to.
Definitely not. My mom literally said like that I would literally be out on the field twirling like around like, and that the coach would be like, there she goes again. And my mom was just like, that's Rachel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here for the game, okay? Like, I'm here to have fun.
Are you here for the money?
The money of what?
Money of. I just have some stats, some things for you.
Yeah, sure.
Money-wise.
Yeah, Fly him out to me. Or whatever that word is.
Saquon Barkley,
Yeah.
Eagles superstar running back.
Yeah.
He got a bonus of $1.25 million
Wow.
for hitting multiple contract incentives, but mainly making it to the Super Bowl.
Good for him.
However, the Bills and the Commanders players, although they lost, their team still got paid out a good amount as well.
Okay.
So each Bills player made $54,500 for winning their division, and each Commanders player made $49,500 for making the playoffs to the wild card position.
Great.
Bills and Commanders.
That's a new kitchen.
Sincerely. Bills and Commanders players each earned $54,500 for making the divisional round. And then the Bills and Commanders players each made $77,000 for appearing in their conference championships. So that just to appear in the playoffs, each player made over another $170,000 just for.
Oh, it's definitely worth it then, huh?
Yeah.
Get your ass there.
Exactly, because the base contracts are just for the regular season.
Wow, good for them. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice little tidbit I found that I wanted to share with you.
It's a nice bonus.
Yeah,
Do they
especially-
get tax on that?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
But especially for the guys
Do they
like.
count as a bonus? Like, how do they
That's a
tax
good question.
that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
We're going into tax.
And do they
season.
tax it? Do they tax it in their home state or the state where they play the game in?
The questions that we need to be asking. These are the questions we need to be asking.
Because in the regular season, it's whatever state you get double taxed. Honestly.
There's no other podcast like this. That's what I'm saying. There's no other place that people are asking these questions.
Yeah, but without having the answers.
There's no other place that you could go and ask the questions and still not have the answers.
Yeah. And then by the time we record next week, we'll not even remember the questions and never get back to you on them. It's a double dose difference, they say. You'll learn a lot, they say.
You learn a lot of curious questions, they say. They say. They say, but they don't answer.
Seriously. But like we said, we'll get into the Super Bowl more next week. We'll have a whole Super Bowl episode, talk about some storylines, maybe how the Chiefs compare to other dynasties.
Yeah.
Like the
wonderful.
like the Cowboys dynasty in the 90s,
Okay.
the 49ers dynasty in the 80s and 90s, the Patriots dynasty throughout the 2000s, 2010s.
Yeah.
Is Mahomes now in the conversation of the GOAT quarterbacks with Tom Brady? Should he be in that conversation? We'll get into all that. What are some cool Super Bowl parties in New Orleans?
I have to say, I'm sorry, who's had a better comeback than truly the GOATs? For real.
Yes.
People have been looking at GOATs for a long time and thinking that they're just those things over there. And now, all of a sudden, people get them on necklaces. Who's had a greater comeback than literally the GOATs?
That can be your double D's threes next week.
Literally GOATs. 100%. That's what I'm thinking. I'm literally thinking here because I'm Simone Biles has literally a GOAT necklace. And I'm could you imagine?
Yeah, it's to be considered a GOAT is unbelievable.
But to be considered a sheep with horns is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just how I'm thinking in my head right now.
Right. Do you know what GOAT stands for?
Greatest of all time.
Just making sure.
You think I thought that people are calling themselves a GOAT? You did not just say that to me. How brain cell-less do you think I am?
I think all your brain cells are there. It's just there might be listeners that don't know what it means. My mom wouldn't know what that means.
The GOAT? I think your mom would know what the greatest of all time was.
We can ask her on the phone today.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll ask her, and then we'll forget and never get back to anybody about it.
No. That I'll remember.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll ask my mom today on the phone. We'll see if the moms know.
Yeah.
If the moms don't know, then what?
And if you're listening to this, we're gonna put a Instagram poll up, and for you to ask your mom or dad, and get back to us with an answer.
The GOAT.
Ask the parents if the goats exist.
Yeah.
What the goat means.
What the GOAT means.
And who is their goat?
Yeah, who's your GOAT?
Mine?
Oh, no, I meant who, but sure, I know who yours is.
Good. Who? Football.
Me. Oh.
Football-wise.
Me.
Soccer-wise.
Tom Brady, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, obviously because we were looking through pictures in your phone yesterday because you're trying to tell me, like, this man over here is trying to tell me that he lost 30 fucking pounds. I'm like, I'm literally, like, I'm like, I just can't, I'm like, there's no way. Like, this is insane. Like, 30 pounds is a lot of weight. So we're trying to go through the pictures, and all of a sudden, I see, like, like a couple pictures of me here and there throughout the camera roll, and then there's just a slew. I mean, literally a slew of screenshots of Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, literally, it's like back to back to back to back, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Cristiano. I'm like, are you okay? What's happening?
I actually, I just love Cristiano Ronaldo. Number one.
I know.
But
You're
number
like,
two,
he
those
is
pictures,
so gorgeous.
those pictures were from one of the Euro games, and I was trying to get a good picture to put up on our story or
Yeah,
my
sure,
story.
sure.
But I had to save them.
Yeah, you got to kiss them goodnight.
Yeah.
Love you, Cristiano.
King.
Yeah, king.
Anywho, another thing in sports that I think is very interesting are trades. Something I've been wanting to mention for a while now, but trades are very interesting to me. Okay, so like literally, dudes can be traded almost at any point in time until the trade deadline and while their season's going on, which is like in the last couple months of their season.
Okay.
So the hockey trade deadline's coming up, and this gentleman, Mikko Rantanen, got traded from the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes. And the reason he got traded, and it's typically the reason for a lot of reasons why guys get traded, or the main reason why guys get traded, is that his contract is expiring and the team doesn't expect to re-sign him. So they're just trying to get a return for him so that way he doesn't just walk off at the end of the season.
Okay.
Make sense?
Sure.
So if you trade him, then you get something in return. If just wait till the end of the season, he might walk. But it's just like crazy.
Walk to who?
Another team. Mm-hmm. But this is interesting to me because when his contract negotiations came up after he was traded.
Yeah.
And he said, like, I did tell the Colorado Avalanche that I was going to take like a big hometown discount to stay there. Like, I was okay with getting far less than my market value just to stay there because I just loved it there so much. I have genuinely great friends there. I've been there for over 10 years.
Yeah, like, okay, sorry.
And like, so then like current Colorado Avalanche players also were interviewed about the same thing. And like, they were like, yeah, like we don't quite understand it ourselves. Like he said that he would stay. He said he wanted to stay. Like, well, it's not our decision. It's not his decision. I guess the team just didn't want to move on from him. But like, we think that it's a huge loss coming from a player who plays with him on a day-to-day basis. It's a huge loss. We're going to miss him personally and on the ice. And it's just like, it's crazy to me that like now this dude has to move from Colorado to Carolina, and the other dudes in the trade too have to go back the other way. And like overnight, like he got traded one day, had him go to Carolina or meet the team wherever they were and play a game for his new team that night.
I just like don't understand, like, why would they trade him off though if he wanted to stay?
Because there's probably different ways that the team thinks that they should be spending that money, because he's still going to be expensive. Currently, he's making $9.5 million a year, which is a lot in hockey. And they could probably get like 2 or 3 guys for the same value as $9.5 million that he would cost.
Understood.
But yeah, I mean, we went over it a couple years ago, but like over the summer, but like there's even stories of like guys getting traded like to teams that are going to play each other that night. Like I think it was like the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. They did a trade for a guy and he literally was already at Fenway Park and walked across the field to his new team.
But it does feel like they should get like a little bit of time to like mentally recuperate. Like that's what I'm just like, how they wouldn't want to do that. Like, do the coaches are they under the same thing? Like if they get traded, like.
No, that's a huge part of sports. That's the coaches are held to a different standard. First of all, coaches' contracts, doesn't matter if it's college, professional, what league it is.
Wow, I hit something here. This is crazy. Okay.
Coaches' contracts are always guaranteed. So even if a coach gets fired, he still gets the rest of his money.
But what about a trade? Can you trade coaches?
You can trade coaches.
But like.
Very rarely. It wouldn't happen mid-season. It would only happen in the off-season.
Do you feel like trading is like nice?
I think, I mean, it sucks for the players unless you're like
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler and you want to be traded and you're
Yeah.
begging to be traded. That's a different situation.
Yeah.
But like trades are like one of the most exciting things in sports when like players. I mean, like, when you get like a big trade and like cool players are coming to your team.
I would just be sad if I had like a whole family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, then it's like, do you stay? Do you leave? Like, how are you like? It's like you're an army kid. You know what I mean? Type of thing.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Right.
Like army kids, don't they always move around to like different things?
Different bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you're a child of like one of these professional athletes, a lot of them are starting to have children like later on, but obviously a lot of them still do have kids. But yeah, you're living all over the place, like nonstop. Like, just move every couple of years.
Yeah.
Because the majority of the dudes aren't the guys that stay somewhere for 10 years. Like, that's like the anomaly. Like,
Damn.
even think about like Cristiano Ronaldo's kids. Like, they've lived in Madrid.
I mean, they could live literally
Manchester.
anywhere, though.
I know, but like still.
That's a different level.
Still.
And it's also like he's deciding where to go. Right?
Yeah.
It's a difference between people deciding for you and you deciding. Like, when do you get to that level when you can decide? And you can say no. Can you say no to a trade?
Yeah. Rob Gronkowski said no to a trade. The Patriots tried to trade him to the Detroit Lions like before his last couple of years with the Patriots. And like the trade was finalized, and he told Bill Belichick, like, I'm not playing with any other quarterback other than Tom Brady. So like, if you trade me, I have no problem retiring. And
so then the trade wouldn't go through.
Mm-hmm. And so then he stayed like 2 more years with the Patriots, and then he retired, and then Brady went to Tampa, and then he unretired to go join him in Tampa.
Wait, so would that be a way for this guy to get out of the trade with the Avalanche, just to be like, I'm gonna retire?
Yeah, but he's just not in the position in his career to do that. Like, he's like in the prime of his career.
But so it wasn't Robert Gronkowski?
Yeah, but like it was different because Gronkowski was already like thinking about retiring. Like, it was like already in the news.
Oh, so he's like, I'll just retire, and what they say, like, we can't have you retire?
Yeah, Belichick was like, what? And he's like, I want to play this year, but only with Tom Brady. So he stayed, and the trade didn't go through.
I feel like that's like a very, very, very like special treatment.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, it's another one of those things. Like, you have to be at that level, like that elite. Not that Mikko Rantanen isn't. It's just like, it's all circumstances. But then another thing I've been really interested in this week, that's really been picking my brain.
Yeah, tell me.
Is golf related.
Yep.
So a couple nights ago, we watched the TGL, the Tiger Golf League, the indoor golf league simulator thing.
Yeah.
Where it's team golf, there's multiple different teams.
I'm just like not about that.
Yeah, it's. I honestly, it didn't entertain me at all. It did not entertain me
I just like
one
don't
bit.
understand.
It looks like a money grab. It just, these guys aren't interesting. Like, they're just not interesting. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's Tiger Woods. Like, I want to see them play at Augusta National. Like, I want to see them play at Pebble Beach. I don't want to see them. Golf's not meant to be played in an arena.
No, but either way, like, it's so weird because it's like, imagine like a basketball player like not on the court but shooting in like those like fucking playthings like at like Chuck E. Cheese. Like, It's like literally the exact same thing to me.
What an analogy.
Thank you. But it is, isn't it?
It's similar. Yeah.
It's like, oh, watch me shoot here, and like it's not a real thing. Like, those simulator things aren't real. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why would you simulate what you can go and do?
Right.
Like, you do it now. Like you would go put to the golf simulator like to have fun with like a couple beers with your friends or like whatever. But like, you would never like go and like be like, this is like actually real. Like, it's like video game to real life. Like, what?
Right.
Put on your fucking VR headset, Tiger Woods. It's very weird.
Right. No, I feel you.
Like, it just seems so casual. Like, it's just like, I don't understand. Like, it's like it just seems so like I can't, like, I chalk up like those indoor simulators with like axe throwing, paintballing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those, like, it's like a legit game. Like, it's like it's like games.
It's a video game.
Yeah, it's like a video game. So like I don't understand like why would they do that?
It's
Like I get there's like leagues and stuff like that, but it's like yeah, because you can't play outside.
right. You're in New York City.
Right, like you can't play
winter.
outside right now, and that's why you're doing it.
Right. I know. I agree with you.
It's like so weird.
I think the conversation comes back to like how golf, like a lot of sports, but especially golf, it's really interesting right now. Like, more people are watching like YouTube golf rather than like the PGA Tour or Live. You know what I mean? Like golf is just, it takes so long to watch it on TV. Like these guys take forever to make a shot. Then they're going from like Tiger Woods or whoever is playing in that tournament to like someone that doesn't matter. And it's just like, it just isn't as appealing to the casual fan. Whereas like YouTube golf, for example, like you want to watch an hour YouTube video of like on either like the golf influencers, and it's just way more entertaining. And like you get the content, and if they have a professional golfer on, like you actually get to know the professional golfer. They're having in-depth conversations about like their life or like their favorite places to play. It's not just like two fucking duds like Rory McIlroy and like Tiger Woods talking about like, hey man, like I like that shot, like
right,
nice
it's like
shot.
weird.
Like it's like an interview, like a podcast interview, and watching them play golf at the same time.
Well, because I feel like golf, like I'm just like I said, it's like a great thing to fall asleep to because it's like relaxing, but it's like because it's so fucking boring. Like it just like there's no like, where's the hype? You know what I mean? Like
right. Well, I mean that's what the YouTube golf brings. Like it's just like normal dudes or like even like dudes like are professionals, but like they cut out all the bullshit. It's a cut video. It's not live. So like you go from shot to shot to shot, and if there's an interesting conversation in between, or like some hype or like something between, like they'll keep that. Like
because otherwise
all the dead air is just
like
cut.
you're like watching them like walk to the next thing and then
Talk to the caddy.
right, like oh my god, it's like
look at the wind, look at the trees.
right.
And it takes forever. It's like
look at the wind.
and then it's like it's literally that's what they do. They look at the leaves to see which way the wind's going.
Yeah,
and then
like, oh
they grab their 8-iron. Oh no, that's too much club. Go and get the 9-iron. Okay, this seems better.
There should be you know what there should be?
A shot clock.
Okay, like I wanted to say it though. So let me say it.
Okay.
Ask me.
What do you think there should be?
A shot clock.
There is. That's the annoying thing is that there is one in the PGA Tour.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is they don't hold the players.
How did you know I was going to say that?
Because it's a conversation in golf right now. Because
like it's so annoying.
Because
like get it going.
There is one.
Okay,
but
no one does anything about it?
Because there's no penalty if you don't abide by it.
So why the fuck would they abide by it? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's there for what? For show.
Exactly.
And they go over and it's not like you see like the clock going down. Like
Right. But like let's just use Tiger Woods for an example. If someone's a Tiger Woods fan, would you rather watch him on TGL or would you rather watch him on a YouTube video with foreplay where like you're actually getting stories from him, you're actually seeing what he's like as a person,
right? And
you get to see him play golf,
right?
Like,
yeah, but then it's like you wouldn't be able to see him on these YouTube things unless you were watching him on these other. That's the
so like the way to maximize everything is to have a crossover, like someone like Bryson DeChambeau, who is on Live, but he's also one of the biggest golf YouTubers in the world.
I just feel like they should also have to talk to they should also just like not be so fucking boring. Like is what I think.
Right, but that's the piece of golf that like
they
is
take themselves
annoying.
Way too seriously.
Right,
like
right,
relax, 100%. Dude.
Well, I mean, Bryson has said that. He said how like he would always worry about what people thought of him and his image and like being
because usually those people have a legit golf club up their ass.
Literally, and then you go into these exclusive clubs and they're like you're worrying about like what you can say, what you can do, like all this shit. And he's like with YouTube golf, he's like he even gave an example. I read an article and like where he talked about it. Like, give an example of like how he like used to be very nervous when like just like a camera was on him, like while he was like walking or like trying to figure out what shot to hit, right? To where like now he has a YouTube golf channel and like he used it to revamp his image, but also become more comfortable with like the camera and like to where like I sent you a TikTok video from when he won the U.S. Open of like when like there's a camera filming him like while he's getting ready to take a shot, he's eating like a protein bar. He just like gives it a thumbs up because he's like just so comfortable with it now. He's more comfortable in his own skin and like with the camera and like he realizes that like whatever golf tournament going on, yeah, like it's the U.S. Open, yeah, he wants to win it. Yes, he did win it. Yes, it's huge. It's the biggest. Like, you can't get an accomplishment like that outside of you like in YouTube golf, outside of professional golf. You can't accomplish something like that, but he realizes it's not the end all be all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he makes more money doing the YouTube.
Right. YouTube is crazy.
YouTube's crazy. And like these guys that like they make more money and like they have better brand deals and like they get more viewership on YouTube now than professional golf. It's completely backwards.
Right.
Like there was a influencer tournament last year, like the Good Classic and they did it like the night before the Waste Management in Phoenix last year. It got more viewers than when like Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy did the match. Like when they just play one-on-one on TV. I
mean, it's all about what's interesting nowadays, I guess, right? Interesting content.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm like, I don't know. Golf is weird to me.
But, okay, then let's just wrap it up here then. Would you rather watch a golf tournament on TV or like a YouTube golf thing?
I mean, like, am I trying to go to sleep? I'd watch the YouTube. I would watch the golf. But like, if I was trying to like get entertained, yeah, I'd watch the YouTube golf thing. 'Cause it's like, you want to like hear them like being silly and like whatever. I feel like it's like you want them to have a personality.
Right.
Otherwise, they're like robotic.
Right.
It's scary.
Right.
Like, you're a psychopath.
Literally.
But like, they're only a psychopath because they don't speak.
Right.
So, they should be mic'd up, I think. Mic up the golfers. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
It's time!
It's time!
You're doing that thing again.
It's time!
To get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week. Sick puppy of the week.
You want to present the sick puppy of the week? It's your owner.
You can present it.
The sick puppy of the week is a returning sick puppy. His name is Mr. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. He's been faced with a lot of criticism as of late because of how the Cowboys have performed in recent years, but also because they did not re-sign Mike McCarthy, and instead they signed a different head coach that the fans don't really agree with, Brian Schottenheimer. They believe that he should have hired different candidates. Doesn't matter in terms of the sick puppy. It matters because he was asked in an interview, like, does the backlash from the fans and the media get to him? Does he hear it? And his quote back was, "There's a very low percentage of this that is all smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage."
What does that even mean?
Glory hole?
No, like, I mean, you can explain what a glory hole is. Of course, I know what it is, but it's like, I'm just so confused.
This man just loves glory holes. It's like his happiest thing. Like, he associates happiness with glory holes. And that's why he's a sick puppy of the week. It's like his third or fourth time in an interview, like, in the past 10 years where he's referenced glory holes.
Glory holes, like, you stick your dickling in it, right?
Yeah. You don't know what's on the other side.
Why? Like, I just, like, don't understand.
You're staring at a wall with...
You're like, what is that? Why does he like that?
He's a sick puppy. It's a sick puppy move.
That is so weird. And like, why is he mentioning that? I just don't understand.
He loves it. He loves himself some glory. He has a quote that says, "I love myself some glory holes."
I just don't understand like what type of backwards fucking shit this is. Why do you keep Jerry, stop. Stop.
Get him off the mic.
No, but like put him on. Like, you know what I mean? This guy's obviously fucking senile or whatever. This man like needs to go into a home. Like, please stop, my man. What's happening to you? What does that even mean? There's a low percentage of this at smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage. Like, what are you literally saying? How do you respond like that? Absolutely sick.
Imagine your son or daughter being a like 9 or 10-year-old like Cowboys fan, like, hey, daddy, what's a glory hole?
I just like I have no words. I truly have no words for him. We move on. I can't even.
Interesting cat of the week is Buffalo Bills wide receiver Mac Hollins. He walked into the AFC Championship game dressed as an animal from the Muppets. Mac Hollins, I think I've mentioned him in the past. He's an interesting character.
I think that he has been our interesting cat.
He has. I think he has for multiple reasons. I'm obsessed with his TikTok page. He gives great advice. He did one a couple weeks ago of how to like clean out your Dyson vacuum, like the proper way to clean it out. And so like I need to go through his steps and do that. But he's just he doesn't wear shoes. Unless he's playing football, he doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah, I remember this because I remember talking to you about this because I think we did talk about this on the podcast because then I told you about that kid that literally got sent home in my high school for coming in with those shoes.
Yes.
For making a stance on like the environment or whatever, like whatever the fuck that means.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, this kid's not wearing shoes, like walking in the hallway, like he's gotta go.
Right.
He's gotta go.
See ya.
But like honestly, there is no sign on the high school that says no shirt, no shoes, no service. So
right. Well, I wonder how many times he gets denied from like restaurants and shit.
Oh my god, imagine he's in like a suit and he's just like I just don't understand.
Or like how
are his toes cold?
How does he go on a date?
But then he wears cleats.
Yeah.
But he views those as a tool.
Yes, exactly. It's literally a
so
quote from
fucking
him
weird.
is that like everybody should be barefoot. You don't see people walking around with hammers. If you don't use your fingers, you don't have the dexterity to use them. Same thing with your feet, your toes, and your ankles. Going barefoot has definitely helped me with my takeoffs, my get-offs, because I feel like I can grip the ground better. But yeah, cleats are a tool. But you don't But
like you're not wearing cleats like in your day to day. Like you're wearing other shoes.
Right, but the cleats are a tool during the game. The rest of it is just gaining strength in your foot, ankles, and toes.
Honestly, like maybe he's onto something. Like I won't lie. Like maybe like he does have very strong feet. It sounds like, but like I'm concerned. When I was in an Uber yesterday, by the way, just as like made me think about this, and I meant to tell you there was like someone like coming and asking for money, and he was shouting, "It's better when she has baby oil on when I lick her toes." And that's when I locked my door. I was like, I don't know what's going on here, and I don't know what the baby oil is, and I don't know why this homeless man is licking girls' toes. I don't know why, and I'm like, maybe you shouldn't be ingesting that. I don't know what's happening here, but I meant to tell you that. I was like, what? Like what? So that reminded me of the toes, the feet, the whole thing.
I wonder if he's a Diddy guy. Probably cut the baby oil from the Diddy parties.
Ooh, just weird. Ew, but you also, like, when looking into Mac Hollins, he eats with his hands like how you do at medieval times. He doesn't use stairs on game day, and he thinks cats steal your soul, which I think they do as well. But just like interesting takes, like just very interesting takes. Hot takes, I guess I would say.
Hot take Mac.
Hot take Mac.
He's probably he'd probably want to be one of the most interesting podcast guests ever.
Like I feel like he does things to just be interesting. You know what I mean? Like
I think he genuinely believes them.
Yeah, but because they're so weird, I think he just like comes up with like a weird thing every day. Like I'm sure, like he's like coffee, whatever. Like I'm still gonna drink coffee, you know.
He likes coffee.
Oh, he does. You talk to him?
No, it's
when
on
did
his
you
TikTok
guys text?
Page. I literally feel like we're best friends because I'm
constantly scrolling through the TikTok page.
Yeah. Sometimes I just go through his TikTok page.
Oh, okay. Well, I just think that he comes up with weird takes, and then that's his thing to like have weird takes.
Could be.
You know.
Could be.
I wonder how he feels about the guy that drinks the mayo.
Oh yeah.
Has he commented on it? Have you guys talked about it?
No, we haven't talked
about
it.
Send him a text.
Yeah.
Send him a text.
Yeah.
Let's get into things you may have missed.
Things you may have missed. Drake May has made the Pro Bowl as an alternate. So like somebody is hurt, is not going to go. I think it's Josh Allen. So Drake May is a substitute for him.
But why would you go into the Pro Bowl? Like, do people want to do that and
it's
get
like an all-star game. It's an all-star game.
Do you get paid for it?
I'm sure you get a bonus. Yes.
But do people want to do it because they can get hurt?
So like they're just like every other all-star game. This can be another whole episode of where like all-star games are like dying, because people don't want to get hurt. And so they like have more like skills competitions and stuff. That's where like the Tiger Golf League thing, like that should be like a all-star thing.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, still it counts as like
So you're excited that
I'm excited.
he's in the Pro Bowl.
Yep.
Amazing. Great.
Jimmy Butler, we mentioned it earlier. He was suspended for a third time in the last month, and this time it's indefinitely for conduct detrimental to the team because, as we mentioned, he really wants a trade. He's really unhappy with Miami Heat, and he's going to continue.
I'm like sad. Like,
to
where's he
act
going to
out
go?
until
Oh my God. Imagine he goes to the Celtics.
people are talking about it.
No, they're not.
People are talking about it.
No, they're not.
I don't think they could afford him, though. They'd have to probably give up like Jaylen Brown. I don't want that to happen. I'd rather have Jaylen Brown than Jimmy Butler.
What if he goes to the Knicks?
That would be huge for the Knicks.
Do you think that he's going to?
It's definitely a possibility.
But I don't want him to like his house in Miami.
He would keep his house in Miami,
Oh, okay.
live there in the offseason.
Okay.
But he'd also have a penthouse over here on Park Ave. Or in
Jimmy, let's
Tribeca.
talk. Call me. I have ideas.
But yeah, this suspension came because he walked out of practice on Monday morning.
Yikes.
This one is from you. Would you like to share?
I would. The baseball from Freddie Freeman. Yes, the Los Angeles Dodger. I was about to say Laker, and then I was about to say Angel, and then I'm like, what am I saying? The Los Angeles Dodger, who I hate the Dodgers, but like obviously love Freddie Freeman, my problem. But I found an interesting article that from the walk-off World Series Grand Slam that was grabbed by 10-year-old Zachary Ruderman was sold for $1.56 million at auction. If anyone who forgets, the 10-year-old ball rolled to him, and he batted it to his father, Nico, who secured it amid a ferocious scramble by fans in Dodger Stadium's right field pavilion. The buyer of the Grand Slam ball has not been revealed. But then I have a question, because, like, I know we've talked about these before, but, like, would you sell that? Like, if you're 10, like, you know what I mean? Like, would you, I guess, like, you get, like, $1.5 million. So it's like, do you think that like the dad had to have like a sit down conversation with him? Like, buddy, listen, like we got to get rid of this ball because like we can afford another house.
Yeah.
Then like, does he get some of it, you think?
Yeah.
Like, let's go on vacation.
Like, let's go on vacation. Also, like your college tuition is now paid for. Like this would just free us up in so many ways.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty crazy. 1.56 million. Like, doesn't seem like a lot. It is a lot. It's just crazy. I mean, it's a lot of money, but then sometimes you're like, oh, like $1 million for that?
But like similar to what I was saying about my soccer jerseys earlier, like, I feel like if you waited on that and waited till like Freddie Freeman like made it to like the Hall of Fame.
I feel like honestly it's like a good thing to sell it now though. Because
Really?
it's like one of those things, like if you waited on it, there is a potential that it doesn't do anything. So it's just like, let's just do it and take the $1.56 million and be done.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
It's interesting that like a record home run ball, like Aaron Judge hit last year, like that sold for more than that. I think it sold for like almost $10 million.
I don't remember. No, I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't think so, only because when I was reading this article, it said that there's been like 2 more balls like priced higher. That was like Shohei Ohtani and then like some random guy from like the 90s
Oh, I stand corrected.
or something like that.
I stand corrected.
Or maybe they're just like, no, I don't know. This is just what I read, and obviously now I don't remember because that is the double dose difference.
Perfect, but fascinating. No, I wouldn't sell it.
Well, yeah, I feel like I don't know if I would sell it, but then at the same time, I'd be like, take a picture with it, frame the picture, frame the auction thing, and then you're done, you know?
That's true.
Like, then you're like, I had it. Like, I was the one that caught the ball. They have it on TV.
You're not going to play catch with it.
Exactly. Like, you're going to have it in, like, a case and be like, this is the ball I caught, Freddie Freeman's ball that he hit. Like, just take a picture of it and move on. Mm-hmm. That's like, I'm all about that. Take a picture, hang it, move on. You know?
Yeah.
And hang the auction thing.
True.
Like the card or whatever you
check.
got. The check. Well, can you keep a check after you deposit it?
No, unless you deposit it like through your bank like app, but I don't think you can deposit a $1.56 million.
Can't mobile deposit one of those?
No, I don't think so. I think there's probably a limit.
Maybe take a picture of the check?
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe they can void the check?
No, you can't do it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never got a $1.56 million check before, but
Looks like we solved the crime.
Not saying
we
I
solved
don't
the crime,
want one.
though.
What crime?
Not the crime, but that we solved the case. You take a picture, take all the pictures you want, hang the pictures up,
Yes.
sell the ball, make your money, get
Right.
your bag.
Get your bag. Exactly.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they're scheduled to fight each other.
Like a brother fight?
Yeah, on March 27th, because the fight between Logan Paul and Conor McGregor for some reason fell through. So, boom, the brothers are going to fight one another.
Imagine fighting your brother for money. This is so stupid.
It's crazy, but these guys are geniuses.
Fighting your brother, like this is okay. Like
Brothers
I'm
fight.
honestly like I get it, and I know I probably said stuff about them being like smart or whatever in the past. Everyone's like they are marketing geniuses. Like they're fucking fighting each other. What are we saying? Like they are literally fighting each other. This is something that they've literally done since they were little. And like, is there going to be an interview process about this? Is there going to be a whole background fucking story about this?
Yeah.
Like when we were little, we used to fight, and now I'm taking it serious. Like shut the fuck up. Like you guys are fighting each other. Like it's not like. It's literally, I swear to God, they called each other up and it's like, we should just fight each other. And then everyone's like, they're geniuses. It's like, no, this is so dumb. You know what I mean? It's because they have a lot of money or whatever that they're going to say that this is like so smart and special or whatever because like they can rent out Madison Square Garden to do so because they're like popular in that way. But it's like, this isn't like a marketing, like whatever. They're fucking fighting each other. This is like dumb fucking boy shit is what I think, for real. That's how I really feel about it. Do you not feel the same? Like, could you fucking imagine?
I mean, it's definitely gonna be a money grab.
Obviously.
But everything they do is a money grab.
Yeah, obviously, but it's like everyone makes it seem like they're fucking like living on planet Pluto with Elon fucking Musk. Like they're not. Like hello, they're literally fighting each other. Like they're boys fighting each other. They're brothers fighting each other's. This is so stupid.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna be watching that one. I'm sorry. Like I'm just like this is not.
What about the lead up documentary?
No, I would literally rather put hot coals in my eyes. Hot coals. I just can't. Or when my dad watched Mamma Mia, I'd rather stick a pencil in my eye.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Then lastly, Neymar, the Brazilian soccer. Can't really say star. He's been a big disappointment throughout his career.
Oh my God. Tell me how you really feel.
But he has been moved from his club in Saudi Arabia, in which he played less than 10 games for, and received around $800 million back to his home team.
Guaranteed
Santos.
$800 million?
Oh yeah, his
So
contract.
he
His
just,
contract
like,
was one of the richest contracts ever.
When he's
He
just
got
like a
private jets.
big fat disappointment.
He got multiple private jets for him and his family. He got mansions in Saudi Arabia and in Brazil. He got cars.
So he's not doing well there?
He hurt his knee. He tore his ACL last year in like his 5th or 6th game. And like the rehab has just been taking longer than what they want in Saudi Arabia. So they just figured we'll sell him. We'll terminate his contract, sell him, just get some sort of a return for him. And we just don't need him anymore.
And they're just getting rid of $800 million.
Pretty much. I'm sure there's some sort of buyout that they're not making public.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So he's going back to Santos, which is a club in Brazil where he grew up. But there was talks of him coming to MLS to compete with like Messi or even join Messi.
That'd be fun.
But that fell through. He'd rather go back to Brazil and go there because that's where all his family is.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you had all the money in the world and just wanted to play soccer, I feel like, I mean, I guess Messi did a difference, but then again, he has like a stake in the MLS, so.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Neymar would have too, but whatever, at the end of the day, you choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
You do you, boo.
Exactly.
Literally.
And then the only thing to watch this weekend is really the Pro Bowl, but I probably won't even watch it. So there's not much sports going on this weekend.
Yeah, not much. Take a breather before the big Super Bowl. Get your recipes together. Get your drinking games on. And tune in for our Super Bowl recap or whatever. Or preview. Next week.
Are you going to do the Super Bowl questions from the Super Bowl?
I'll be happy to. I was thinking about that today, like what questions I would ask you. Correct. Well, thank you, Nathan. Thank you for, being a guest. I'm not okay. Thank you for being the best co-host a gal like me could ask for.
No, it's a pleasure to join your podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so What did I say?
Guest.
Did I say guest again?
No.
Oh, thank you for being the best co-host a gal like me could ask for. Thank you for getting all these topics, always just being the best human being on the planet, for, making me a part of your sports journey here, as in this jersey collecting world, and just being an absolute icon. Congratulations on your new job. You deserve it more than anybody else in the entire world, and I love you so freaking much. And here's to another great episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. Please like, share, subscribe, do the whole damn thing, and tell everyone you know about us. Love ya.
Love you.
Cheers.
Cheers. I have nothing to cheers.
Oh, no. Cheers me with the fist. Cheers. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.